Okay, I'm about to put y'all on mute. What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. Okay, welcome to Josiah's World TV, and welcome to the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So listen, we have had a big overhaul of the panel. I just want to kind of let you guys know there's only me, Sakina, and Really B. We will just be spearheading this panel because everybody else gotten fired. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry, you guys, but this is the big surprise. Half of the panel has been either terminated or demoted to a friend of. We just, you know, it's just too much going on. So it's just us three. So we're all gonna be three on the panel. How y'all doing?
Yeah, y'all were right all along. We really didn't like each other in real life. So
y'all were right. There was so much drama. Right. I mean, it's literally so like it's really like the Housewives or Basketball Wives. Like some people just can't stand with other people. So
egos, just ego. Right.
Yes, the panel part A. And yes. How y'all doing today on this beautiful Monday?
Not the tomatoes in the chat. I'm good. How y'all doing today? How you doing, Keena Boo?
You know, my mouth hurts a little bit, so I'm just waiting for Thursday so I can take my ass to the dentist.
Oh no!
Other than that, I'm fine. I just have to eat like in the back of my mouth.
Oh, girl. Well, you only eat air anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, guys, be nice. What y'all doing?
Yes, I'm eating bad news, y'all. I just got to eat the pain away. Okay, I can't believe it's just a lot going on in the background with the group. Mm-hmm.
You got to eat the pain away.
Wow. You got to eat the pain away.
Yeah, we are definitely praying for Sakina too. And you guys, I am just kidding. I don't. So T and y'all are coming, okay? But we all know that Scotty and Bizzy wasn't able to make it
today. Bizzy is traveling for work, and Scotty went home to visit his mom for Mother's Day, and he's just not back yet. So,
right, Bizzy is at the damn mall of
right, for real. Bizzy just somewhere at the mall doing shit.
And there go T. Hey, T, how you doing?
Hey, boo.
Talking about Brooklyn, he was asleep.
You muted.
No, I won't. I wish I was damn asleep.
And you just woke up from a nap.
Hell no, I look like something, but not that.
Look, me too. Look, I had a rough weekend, a rough day, so my ass is tired. But we ain't gonna be here too long, y'all. We gonna, you know, this is gonna be like a church service. We gonna get you in, get the praise and worship in, you know, do the collection plate, get to the sermon, we gonna leave.
Okay, good. Because I just came from seeing a man about a horse. I need to rest.
Uh-oh.
That's what I said. He said, I look like something. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, we knew what it was.
Ooh,
look at him. Look at him grinning. Look at him grinning.
Hold on.
Y'all talking about my mouth being stretched out. No, y'all need to focus on T.
T got that fresh bald head going on over there. Kadabba, do. I love a bald head. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me share this.
Now he looking sexy.
Yes. And Belinda, I do see your comment. Thank y'all for watching. Yes, Drew is worldwide. She's being talked about everywhere, but we'll get into that. Guys, if y'all are watching, be sure to hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button. If you're new, be sure to hit subscribe. You're going to get a great show today because I am the co-producer of this panel. So you're going to get graphics, you're going to get shade, you're going to get gifts and all that good stuff, okay?
And you're going to get cussed out if y'all don't like it because Sakina going to cuss y'all out.
Sakina going to get in that ass.
I am.
So make sure you share this live, like it, hit the like button. It's free 99. And let's go ahead and get into this will be really quick. So let's go ahead and get into our tweets of the week. Let's go ahead and do
it. Tweets of the
week. Your face. so the first tweet says, Shamia should be a stellar housewife on paper, but her unnatural alliance to losers will always hold her back. Wow.
Damn.
That is crazy. Don't go too
No
hard on
lasso.
Shamia, but Shamia has been disappointing the people as of late.
She has.
Okay.
Move along. Okay, we're moving along. So the next tweet. Okay, so this one is child. Porsha has not been Shamia's friend since she sat there and let Phaedra say Shamia and Candy was screwing. Ooh, remember this thing? And at the reunion, Porsha was like, "I was just so caught up in the tea." I said, "Girl, so my best friend better defend me."
I'm never gonna
feel better.
You saying some shit about my friend. Especially
Right.
something that I know ain't true.
Exactly.
No, ma'am.
Okay, and then this tweet says, if I were Drew, I would go film assignment at the Ice Center. Wow.
Not down to the Ice Center.
Wow. That is crazy.
But I mean, at this point,
Exactly. At this point, why not?
Husband.
I mean, we're gonna talk about husbands in my Mariah Huck voice. We want to talk about husbands.
Drew, don't stoop that low. Okay, even you don't need to stoop that low. All right, you let the silverback rest on ice.
When you said that in I meant to comment on that. That shit had me rolling. I said, Terrence, bitch, let him sit back on ice. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, okay, so let's go ahead and get into the show. Did you guys have anything to say about the tweets of the week, or y'all ready to move?
No, I think those are pretty good twists. I think those are on point. Mm-hmm.
And they always on point for sure.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so the first scene, y'all, didn't really give much for me. It was just Kelly talking about her. Yeah, did y'all want to skip that? Skip it? Okay. I was just laughing how they caught the little daughter with the little screen cup scene right here. That was hilarious to me.
She bad.
I was like,
her like, you know, you don't be cooking for us for real.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, we're gonna jump right into the tea. Okay, so let me go ahead and put my little charade gift. Hold on. Hell to the no, no.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking about when this scene happened. So let me go ahead and set the scene for you guys. So, Ralph. Is Ralph the new Peter Thomas? Let's get into it. So Shamia meets up with Ralph, okay, who recently reached out to her to discuss a new podcast idea. But not too long after, they're having a whole conversation. They trying to get, just catching up, whatever. And Ralph do look great. And I don't know why does Ralph have his own confessional? I was so confused with that. I was like,
I don't know. Is that what they replaced Kenya's confessional with Ralph?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was like, dang, Kenya ain't getting on, but
if he have an outfit change, then I know something.
Right. So we all sitting there side eyeing Shamia, right? And then Miss Porsha pulls up. So Porsha pulls up and denies her point that like she was pretty much being, people were saying like, oh, she being petty in confessional, but she was being very petty.
She's absolutely being petty.
So however, Shamia confirms that she want to meet with Ralph to get the tea. So this is where people were upset with, because she want to know if Drew have been sleeping with Dennis, because the people of United States of Atlanta wants answers. And I just thought this was such a messy scene. Ralph blames Drew on the divorce. He alleged that he filed for divorce because Drew was allegedly having an affair with former WNBA player Ty Young. Shamia said that she wants to hear Ralph's side because she believes Drew is a liar. Ralph denies ever being unfaithful during the marriage because they asked her directly, hey, have you ever been unfaithful? He said no. Porsha then pulls out her phone and shows a text message from Dennis and basically said that Dennis said that he told you that he was not going to F her around and run from his money. So Porsha took that to mean that Drew tried to sleep with Dennis, but he turned her down. So Drew was definitely being talked about in this whole scene. And then Shamia and Porsha go back and forth in their little scene or whatever. So what is you guys' thoughts about this whole scene itself?
Trash.
This scene was messy as hell. Yeah, it was messy as hell. Porsha, you had a whole breakdown about Drew working with your baby daddy and filming with him, and you went out of your way to film an unnecessary, unneeded, lied. That whole scene was full of lies because Porsha, you misrepresented them text messages. Dennis told us last week that's not what them text messages said. Then Ralph, we know your ass is lying. Remember last week, Dennis said that last week. He was like, "That's not."
Yeah, he was like, "You took that out."
Oh shit! How I missed that?
Yeah. And then, Ralph, your ass is lying, talking about something. He filed for divorce first, not according to the state of Georgia, because them divorce papers say that you are the respondent and Drew is the petitioner. So according to the state of Georgia, Drew filed for divorce first, and then for you to sit there with a straight face and say you ain't never cheated on her, talking about, but she cheated with Ty. Now I don't know what she did with Ty, but what I do know is we still don't know what the hell you was doing in Tampa. And until I get that information, as far as I'm concerned, you was cheating.
Exactly.
And until I see some ancestry that you and the bat lady are indeed relatives, I'm sad on that shit still too.
Child, I be forgetting about cousin Courtney. Child, I be forgetting about cousin Courtney.
So forgettable.
Go
ahead, JoJo.
No, go ahead, T. Go ahead.
But see, you know something though, Shamia. See, this is why people call you her lapdog, because of fuck shit like this. Yep. I just still feel like there was so many other people like Scent. Y'all call Scent for every damn thing else. Shamia, why couldn't you call Scent to come and do this scene with me? Because I want to make it. I want to make sure that it looks legitimate and not messy and da 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 da. Out of all of the girls that you could have called to did this scene with, it just had to be Porsha. And then when people call you out about it, you want to get up here and talk about, I'm so sick of this. I can't win from losing. It's damned if you do it, damned if you don't, or some fuck shit like that. You said, like it was. I want to be here for her. She not making it easy for me.
I feel like regardless of whoever she would have invited, it still looks the way it looks because you are still doing Porsha's dirty work regardless, because this was none of your business. You literally just told Angela that the whole situation between her and Porsha was not your fight. But then here you are tussling for Porsha, unwarranted. Like, why? What is the reason? Like, dead ass, what is the reason for all of this, Shamia? This has nothing to do with you, and who gives a fuck, honestly? Because y'all sat here and did what? Y'all look like a bunch of pick-me's who are extremely male-centered and act like y'all are sitting here giving Ralph tidbits. Y'all gossiping with her husband.
Right.
About her. Like, that shit was so lame to me, and I a lot of respect for them. Like,
exactly. And the fact that you are wholeheartedly supporting Porsha and how she feels about Drew filming with Dennis, but when it comes to somebody filming with Ralph, all of a sudden now you don't have no issue with that. You don't feel no kind of way about that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that goes back to, like you said, you sit here complaining about why people call you a pick-me and why people say that you her lapdog, but you do shit like this.
It was so whack. It really pissed me off watching this scene. Like, are y'all kidding me right now? And quite frankly, I don't give a damn. If Drew went and cheated on Ralph, good for her. I don't give a damn. Ralph has shown nothing but his ass to Drew this entire time they've been on the team. And we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. But I can guarantee that if she cheated, it was in retaliation.
Yeah. You know, and I know y'all love throwing tomatoes at me in the chat, and y'all drag me because y'all say I'm Team Drew, but y'all are y'all kind of just starting to see what I'm talking about? How Drew is always centered out as just this, crazy person. Like everything that I say about Drew Sidor, it comes into fruition. So I just really want you guys to not even open up your ears, but open up your hearts to see what this woman has been going through. Okay.
JoJo,
You can
we
donate
own her side.
$2.
to the number, to the phone number here that I'm about to put on the screen, so you can donate to Drew's charity case, because she is really the true life victim in this whole situation. Just open up your hearts.
JoJo, we on her side when it comes to Porsha, Shamia, and her shenanigans. Now, as far as anything else she ever had going on, friend, you can hang it up. With this, cool, because it's trifling and we feel her. But all of that past shit she had going on, no, not all of that. I can't stand on her side with.
Yeah.
This I can. I'm totally Team Drew on this because this is trifling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems like that Ralph just tries to go after Drew any chance he get to get his complete like payback from Drew, and it's sad. And then Shamia, I feel like that she's still in the mentality of a friend of. I mean, because let's keep it real, Shamia, yeah, was a friend of the show, but she was always an official friend of the show. Has she ever had confessionals when like season maybe 13 or something like that? Shamia has always been an unofficial credit friend of the show. So I feel like that she's still stuck in that mindset. Like, girl, this is your season. You need to kind of get out of that shadow, get your confidence, get out of that, you know, that little girl energy and become the main character that you're supposed to be, because she's still playing the fiddle, you know, a recurring B cast member, and it's not giving, and only for it to bite you in the ass later in the episode, which we'll go ahead and talk about, which is messy itself.
I agree with Asian that this is definitely feeling like something that she was trying to give Porsha to film, because again, Porsha is very limited in her location of the home. So I can see that being the situation.
Absolutely.
I think that something that came out later on in the episode, it almost feels as if Shamia owes, like, it's almost like she owes Porsha this. Like, I've been trying to get on the show for so long, and I thought you were the one stopping me, but then I realized it wasn't you. And it's almost like she feels like she owes this to Porsha. You don't owe Porsha shit. It's yours. Like JoJo just said, it's your peach now. These are your stories. You don't have to play the support to everybody else's storyline. And it seemed like in the beginning, she was doing a really good job in the beginning, but it's almost like she lost whatever she had those first couple of episodes. It's like she's losing it now.
She definitely lost it. And I agree, because we all were like, oh my gosh, who would have thunk out of all people, Shamia would be the I don't want to say anchor, but like, you know, the glue of the show, the one person that has everybody connected. And then you look at that and it's like, we're so far removed from that at this point. Like, I think a lot of us forgot that she started off with it all being centered around Shamia.
She's playing second fiddle to Porsha because, like you said, Shamia is a people pleaser. Let's just keep it honest, you guys. Shamia is definitely a people pleaser. She wants an empath, and I get it because I am a recovering people pleaser and I always want to, you know, subject people's feelings. She has to kind of get out of that mindset, because with her friendship with Porsha hasn't really gave us anything this whole season. So literally, like y'all said earlier, she's trying to, you know, play second fiddle to Porsha so she can shine, but that's still a people pleasing trait.
But you know what somebody said in the comments, what I was thinking, I'm glad they said it. It's almost as if at a certain point, Porsha pulled Shamia aside and said, all right, I need you to bring it down a little bit. Because it seems like I said, she was so on 20. And then like these last two episodes, it's like she's shrinking back into that second fiddle role, you know? So it's almost as if Porsha, pulled her aside and was like, girl, you're doing too much, you know?
Well, at this point, she back to being the Shamia that a lot of people seen her as before.
Yeah, true.
So,
true.
It's not working in her favor. Sabotage.
A mess. Okay. Let's move on. Oh my God. So let's go ahead and get to the next scene. So this next scene here is regarding Kelly and Angela. Okay, so Kelly come over to visit Angela's house. Not house, but Angela's showing Kelly a house because Kelly is in the process of moving out of her townhouse. And y'all, when I tell y'all, like, I was like, what the hell, Angela, when she was saying how much depth that she's in. I'm like, Angela, girl, maybe real estate is just not for you. And when I saw this little closet, I screamed. I said, that's right. My closet, my 2 closets are bigger than this.
That's what I said. I have a townhome in my closet. That's about the size of my closet in my townhome. But and it don't cost nowhere close to what to $800,000.
Right.
But that's the one that she's selling for $3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million.
Yes, that's crazy. And that house looks undone, upgraded.
But my thing is, you don't even have no curb appeal. Like, you don't have no trees, no shrubbery, no color, no nothing. Like, the pool not even done. Like, you don't have nothing. Like, what is people paying $3 million for? For the size of it?
Right, with no amenities.
Especially in Atlanta. You paying $3 million for a house in Atlanta, bitch. That better be an estate. And Atlanta,
done. Yes, you could get it done.
Yes, I mean
the other house we had was like for $800,000, and I mean it was cute, but was it $800,000 cute?
Yeah, no.
And I'm sorry, this closet scene had me. You know what remind me of? Come to the Light, Caroline. That horror movie from the 1980s. If you know, you know. Okay.
Child, I said it was the same size as a two shit.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this. I said this on my live last night, not to go too deep into it, but it sounds like what Angela did was she outpriced herself with this house. She bought a house, she renovated it, and she made the renovations too expensive. So in order for her to make any sort of a profit, now she's got to ask for this ridiculous amount in order to recoup her money. And now nobody's going to buy it because, again, if I have $3 million to spend on a house, that's not the one I'm buying.
Right.
That's not the one that you want to buy and put more money into, because there was something that she said. I think it was when she was trying to get Kelly to buy it or something. She mentioned to Kelly, and I was like, "Girl, if I'm buying a house for $3 million, I want to have it as is. Like buying a house for $3 million and then doing more renovations and stuff. That makes no sense." Right. So it just seemed like she skipped some steps to me, and it's just not executed the way that she might have intended. Like, girl, no.
Yeah, it don't look good at all.
Mm-hmm. You know what it kind of reminds me of like Atlanta restaurants, how they open up a business and they try to overcompensate with expensive ass plates, and the plates ain't even worth $38. And then on top of that, they're charging you for parking and everything else.
Right.
Sakina, remember, Houston and Atlanta are sisters. We're sisters now. We're family. Houston and Atlanta, because they do the same stuff in Houston. They'll open up a restaurant. 30 minutes later, they'll close it down. Like literally, like 30 days later, they'll close it down. Have y'all not seen the Turkey Leg Hut drama?
Maybe Turkey Leg Hut.
Yes. Yes, we have been following that.
Turkey Leg Hut is the most blogged about restaurant that I've ever seen.
It sounds like some ghetto fast shit that y'all would try to take me through. No,
I went there. I've been there. It was the corn was corning. Okay, the Turkey Leg Hut. Good example.
Look, did you get one of them turkey legs with the special sauce? Did you read that indictment? The special sauce was a little bit of Wadena.
What's that?
My.
I was just saying weed. I was trying to find a way of saying weed without saying it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's the problem?
The problem is it's illegal. What are you talking?
Yeah, you can't be drugging people.
You cannot be running a criminal enterprise out of your restaurant.
That ain't criminal. You ain't drugging nobody. Ain't nothing but some weed, girl.
Well, you know he is a past felon / gangster, so he used to previous thug. But anyway, okay, let's get back on topic. That was fun. So let's get into the tea. So Angela let Kelly know that she did not like that she participated in gossiping about her marriage, which I was confused as hell when Kelly was throwing her shade. She set the record straight about the side baby story. So Angela confirmed she encouraged Wendy Williams to stay with her husband after it was revealed that she was having a baby.
And it was just a baby, girl. It's just a baby.
Yes. So in turn, Wendy called out Angela in person as well on her show. Wendy alleged that Angela also told her that she stayed with Charles after he had a baby with another woman, which was a quote-unquote lie. Angela said that was not true. Instead, she told Wendy that her daughter's father had a child with another woman, not Charles. But she and Charles did go through a rocky patch in their marriage, and there was infidelity, which led them taking a break from the marriage. Okay, so we're gonna stop there. Did you guys have any comments regarding that conversation before we switch over to the next one?
Go ahead, Sakina.
We still don't believe you. At least I don't. Because where the hell did Charles Jr. come from?
But Charles Jr. is older, according to allegedly.
I thought he was like 8.
They do have a child that looked like they 8, though.
I thought Charles Jr. was like 8. And
Child, I don't know.
That's the reason why it's such like a big question mark for me, because from my understanding, when she was going down her family line, she said he has Charles Jr. and he was very close to their daughter's age. And so that's why I'm like, okay, y'all have been together for 10 years. So that means at some point he had a baby on you.
Mm-hmm.
So is this a break baby? Like, what is it? That's why I'm like.
Well, I was going to say this. I was saying this goes back to what I was saying about Angela giving a master class in First Year Housewife 101. Because she was like, what you're not going to do is clock my tea. I'm going to give you the tea. Because remember, they filmed this scene before the season started. When we found out about the whole Wendy Williams thing, that was after the season. This scene had already been filmed. Oh, y'all said that him in.
Okay.
So I feel like this was her way of, like, I'm going to put it all out there. Yes, me and Charles Charles cheated on. Oh, look who else is back there. Look
Where them fans at?
Icon. What's up, them?
I'm so disappointed. I thought we didn't have to deal with you today on this panel. I'm just playing. Bizzy, I'm playing. Oh my God.
Okay, wait. Did Bizzy just pull on me?
He just pulled you.
Lord.
Y'all pulled y'all before we even got on backstage talking, and y'all just goes talk about I'll be back.
No, because I was on the phone with my cousin, and I'm like, I didn't want to be here, kind of like, so I'm like, let me just drop down and come back, and just so everybody know, I was the first one here. Just had to drop down. Okay.
You're always the first one here.
Wait, what he
Where
get?
is Bizzy? Bizzy, you don't bring your ass back up here.
Right. What he at?
Take a joke. As much shade you throw at me.
He can take a joke. Ain't nobody fooling with Bizzy. Bizzy, get your ass back up here.
Anyways, you guys. So yes. So we were just talking about the whole Wendy Williams situation and Angela. Any more thoughts or comments?
I don't know. I feel like I have to go back and watch now. Okay, so y'all saying I'm wrong? Charles
Yeah,
Jr.
they saying the junior about 28 years old, child. He overgrown the rest. That's what I saw in the comments.
Okay, maybe I'm getting his name wrong, but it's one of the little kids. I'm not tripping. It may not be Charles Jr.
Hey, Bizzy Boo.
What's up, y'all? I hate it.
Don't get all sad now. With your ass
here.
It's all love. I like messing with Bizzy.
I have a couple of minutes because of break between there's a dinner, and I'm in what is it, Central Time right now?
Yeah, so this 8:09 where you at? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Central Time.
Yes, welcome. It's great over here.
I won't say all of that. It smells funky.
The hotel smells funky?
No, the city.
Oh,
I'm weak.
Damn, that's the whole city, though. That's the whole city.
It's been real fun to be in the Twin Cities. I only been here once as a little kid, so to be in this conference and be in community with people that I really like and respect, it's been cool. I got a chance to talk to the mayors. So it's been good. This has been a fun trip. And then
Are you going to go to Paisley Park?
I don't know what. No, we're not going there because it costs money, $90.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so if y'all want us to go, My cash app is $Bizzy Blue. And if you can pay for one admission, send it over.
I mean, I got five on it. I ain't got 90 on it. I got
She
five on it.
Five on it.
I got five on it.
I got 50 cents on it.
That's 50 cents.
Let's match the dollars. Come on, y'all. Let's match.
Well, okay, just this is not the channel that we panhandle over here. You can do that on your channel.
Not panhandle.
So let's go ahead and move.
Not panhandle though.
With the look of your hair during that last video, girl, it was gonna panhandle.
Look, I'm getting my hair done. Tomorrow. So.
Hell no.
People still talk about that damn hat.
It was giving panhandle.
That was the most funniest thing.
That shit was funny as hell.
Child, look, I'm trying to do a watch and go early. That shit strung right up.
Notice last video of y'all, because he hosted it. If y'all want to see what a panhandler look like, scrub it down, man. It was sorry.
I cannot. But Bizzy, what are your thoughts on this? We're talking about Angela and the Wendy Williams situation. What's your thoughts on that?
Is it just me? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't like that. And y'all also know that I hate the whole production made them that time in this and that. I'm not one of those people who subscribe to that. But the only person that kept coming to my mind when I was watching this scene was really B. It's something about it seemed post-produced. Something about it seemed like we gotta refilm this. I mean, I don't, because of how the news came out about Wendy Williams and that media thing, and that was current, but they filmed this months or almost a year ago. So for her to be like, oh, it was a Wendy Williams, something about it seems inauthentic unless the producers have gotten smarter and they push that stuff out so then now Angela can talk about it on the show. Something just didn't seem authentic about that scene.
Well, remember, Angela said that it went viral. She said, I mean, Wendy Williams talked about it on the show, and it was something that was a big deal. Like, for us, it went over our heads, because who the fuck cared about Angela Oakley and Charles Oakley love child? Like, who cared? But for her, it was a major thing. So I feel like I could see that being something she's like, I'm going to get in front of this story because I'm going to clock my own tea. Like, I could see her getting in front of it.
Me too, just like you said.
That happened a long time ago. That episode happened. That Wendy Williams thing happened a long time ago. She's not in front of anything. Like, if you want to get in front of it, she had time years ago. This is.
But remember, the ladies brought up the fact that she had an outside baby.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only reason why she talked about it is because Brit and them were talking about Charles having this outside baby, and she was like, "Whoa, let me clear it up what this outside baby rumor is."
Let me clear it up. Wendy Williams? I don't know. Something don't.
No, you have to understand, because just like Really B said, it was a viral thing. At one point, Charles was on Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if this was like around that time. Like, I feel like it's very relevant to the situation where she is trying to jump in front of it because it's Wendy Williams. And it's like when you get on Housewives, Angela's no fool. You see how good she is with this shit. On Housewives, a lot of them dig up shit. If this is something that Wendy Williams spoke about on her show, she can already give you a direct, source on where they probably found this shit from. Yes, Wendy Williams talked about it on her show. Boom, this is that. Because I already know you bitches probably Googled me anyway.
You ain't that.
Thank you.
But Angela, you did the right thing. Fix your own tea before somebody else do it for you. So I was down for what you said.
Yeah.
Clock your own tea, girl. Clock your own tea.
About your tea. How about you fix those houses, girl? Get the house
right. Please fix that.
We did talk about the house, and we did talk about the house and the closet.
I just wanted to say that I'm gonna need for Kelly to not do too much, especially in the confessionals, because I don't need her being a confessional gangster. Number one, Kelly, and then number two, with everything she got going on when it comes to the finances and whatnot, don't do too much trying to say the ceiling's too low, the this, the that, and the third. I'm just saying.
Hey, Mims.
Actually, wait a second.
Hey, man.
I feel like she was.
Mims was working hard today, honey.
You think that she was doing a lot with the? I'm not looking at Kelly as a confessional gangster. I mean, I'm really liking her still. I know y'all said she was a flip flopper.
Okay, but let me say it. Let me not say confessional gangster. What I'm saying is, say that shit in the scene.
Okay.
Because the only time she did that was with Porsha, and you see how she ain't saying a whole lot. And the only time she did it recently is when she was, co-signing Brit. So my thing, because again, we see Angela talk her shit in the moment, and then add some sauce to it in the interview. We not really getting that from Kelly.
Okay, I can agree with that. All right.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna switch gears. So we're still in this scene with Kelly.
Sorry, real quick, since we still in the topic. Okay, so I just pulled up my Peacock and I've been doing some investigating work.
Okay, come on now.
Okay, so y'all might
as the regular,
huh?
Are they the same as the regular episodes that you record? Because I know that was a big thing for you.
Yeah. I didn't say I like Kelly. Who said I like Kelly? Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
I never say that.
But real quick, okay. So there's 4 kids between them, right? Angela has her daughter, 27, and then she also has her son who is 11. And then Charles Jr., she did not say the age. And then the little girl that they share, and she's 7. So if y'all saying Charles Jr. is not 9, is 28, then I guess there is no baby.
Okay.
It's birthday gadget.
It was eating me up. Like I'm like, I know damn well she had. Okay, so the little boy is hers too. Okay, I'm still going to Google Charles Jr.
Well, I think I said this in somebody's chat yesterday. I think it might have been T's. It was Terrence. Until I see a baby mama and a baby papa, I'm believing Angela. And that's that on that. Like, and for me, that deads it right there. Because again, we all know if it's a baby or whatever, somebody gonna come out. I ain't seen nobody say nothing yet.
Well, according to Google, Charles Jr. is a real estate sales associate, so he's grown.
Yeah, we told you that little nigga grown and rusty, girl.
Well, wait a minute, but that brings up a whole nother question. If Charles Jr. is a real estate associate, then why, Angela, why you ain't call your stepson and ask him to help you with these damn houses? How about that?
Baby, that house was not at $3 million. Okay, so guys, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears here. So we're still at the scene with Angela and Kelly.
Still?
Why I sound like I'm in the closet?
Listen. So they're talking about Shamia now. So they switched topics discussing Shamia. So Angela expected more from Shamia as a married woman, but she said she refuses to hold Porsha accountable for anything. So I guess during a previous conversation, they were both hanging out with Drew. Shamia said that she and Porsha had issues in their friendship, and it seemed like Porsha wanted Shamia to be on the show. So, it was hurtful that Porsha skipped out on her wedding, that first one. So, in response, Angela encouraged Shamia to have an honest conversation with Porsha. Shamia said that she was afraid to have that talk. So, yeah, that was a little... I was like, what the hell? What are y'all thoughts on that?
Kelly got some badass shoes on. Those heels, baby.
Okay. Go ahead, y'all. Your hand was up first.
Okay.
You didn't like the heels, yeah?
Oh God. That's not something that I was paying attention to be honest.
I'm sorry, those heels look bad as fuck.
And you come back to me because I lost my whole damn train of thought. This man talking about some damn shoes.
She look good. Her shoes look good. Put that picture back up, JoJo.
It was cute.
Those some badass shoes, girl. I'm here for it.
Anyway, what I was gonna say was, I'm gonna be honest. At first, I did not believe Angela because I was like, surely Shamia did not sit down with these fucking strangers and pour her heart out and confirm everything that we thought was going on between Shamia and Porsha all these years. Like, certainly she knows better. She's been in these reality TV streets long enough that she knows better. I didn't believe it at first. I mean, by the end of the episode, I did. But in that moment, I was like, okay, Angela, you putting 20 on 10.
Okay, so what I was going to say is I appreciate what Angela's doing. She's giving me a mixture of messy ass bone carrying Candy and Kenya. Because do y'all see it? Because I see every chance we get Angela just helping to move these damn storylines along. Because I'm just like, oh, so we just throwing Shamia out there, huh? Oh, okay. I'm just like, I'm actually here for it. And one other thing, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Shamia, this is the house you built. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and move into it. Because you can't be blaming Porsha for none of this shit when you done ran your mouth.
I have to agree.
Because at the end of the day, you're on reality TV, so you need to be mindful of what you say. Anything or everything that you say on camera will be held against you in a court of reality TV. Hello, this is reality TV goal number one. Yep. Rule number one.
Exactly. So. And that's what I said too. I mean, again, we'll get to that when we get to the end of the episode. But you don't get to play victim, Shamia. You don't get to play victim. Like you opened this door, you started it. You don't get to play victim, regardless of what people might feel about Porsha and whether Porsha was a good friend to Shamia or not. Shamia opened this door on this season. So
I disagree.
Of course. Okay. Of course you do.
Why do you disagree, Bizzy?
I disagree because she is the victim. So I don't think she's playing victim. She's sharing her grievances because she is a victim. She's been treated poorly by her friend. And it's time to just share a little bit. I'm getting a little frustrated. Like it seemed like she barely wanted me to be here. I don't think she's been taking the best steps. I'm trying to maneuver this whole reality TV thing with her now that I'm a castmate, and I'm getting the short end of the stick. I don't think she's playing victim. She is the victim. It just so happens that she shared it with people who utilize that against her.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but at the same exact time, when Cynthia helped construct the scene for them to have their one-on-one, thanks production, and she was trying to explain to her what her grievances was, and you have Shamia say, well, I find everything funny, and this, that. I'm pretty sure Angela's like, bet. And not just that. Look, I think I said last week, when Shamia finally has that breakdown, I hope Angela don't hug her. Because my whole thing is, I would have been the one to say, oh, so fucking husbands is funny? I hope Porsha fuck your husband. See, that would have been like, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm crazy. But
Shamia is not a victim. You know when a bitch ain't your friend. And Shamia been knew for a very long time that Porsha is really not her friend. I feel like Shamia is one of the ones who overcompensates to try to be like, look, I am your friend. Remember me? I think she's one of them type of people. But trust and believe you me. You know when a person is really your friend, and when they pull back, and when the energy change and the vibes change and so on and such, you know. I don't feel bad for Shamia by any means. It just is what it is, girl.
And right quick, I want to pull a Sakina. We got over 400 people watching and only 209 likes.
50, but what? 50%? Y'all better like the video.
Do you JoJo?
You said what?
You cuss people out over here. Is this very similar to what they do over in T's channel?
I don't really like cussing out my subscribers.
Okay.
Wait, but how Terrence catching the straight? Terrence ain't even did shit.
I was just wondering if we need to cuss
Because
people
because it's an established fact that Terrence cusses people out.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what you getting when you go over there. So if you don't want to get cussed out, stay your ass at your house. Don't go to his house.
Nobody said it was an issue. Nobody said it was an issue.
That's his church
All
house.
JoJo said was that he don't do it over here. That's it. Nobody mad at T. Run your house the way you run your house, boo.
Just how do you entice the people over here? Because I know that T cussed the people out. So if you wanted people to like what we do over here, I just want to accommodate the certain.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do understand what Bizzy is saying. And, you know, if I was way back a few years ago and I wasn't a YouTuber, I would have been biased and I would have been on Shamia's side. But I'm a YouTuber now. I can't be biased. You know, if I be biased, it'll take my license. So I got to be honest with how I'm feeling. And the reality of the situation is, Shamia, no, ma'am. You just gonna have to bear the brunt of this, and it is what it is. It's okay, Shamia. You want to be on TV? This is what happens. We either like you or we mad at you. Right now, we mad at you. That's all.
Exactly.
You know what?
It's a really sad situation. What you got something to say, Bizzy?
It makes me happy.
Oh,
what? Now man's reported T to the head nurse.
It is a really sad situation because honestly, like, I'm not gonna say it came out of nowhere because we kind of seen it coming. But I mean, Porsha and Shamia ain't had no issues so far this whole season, unless it's something that happened that we don't know behind the scenes. But granted, if she's talking about her friendship with Porsha with these other women that she barely know, or she do know them, but on reality TV, then that will cause an issue. So.
I mean, but at the same time, when you let things fester without dealing with it, it's always going to be a problem. So with that, I mean, I still blame Shamia because if you've been feeling this way, why not go to your friend? If you have a friend to where you can't come to them with your truth and with events that have happened to you, maybe that's not a friendship that you need to have regardless of how long it's been.
Right.
Especially when that same friend then let a co-worker insinuate that you was having relations with her co-worker and husband, amongst other things, and just sat there and let it happen.
And why should it take two new girls to light this shit up? That's another way I feel. How y'all let two new girls come up in here and light this shit up between y'all?
Yeah. And I'll be honest, somebody said they think that they feel like it's a storyline. I think maybe, just maybe, they did agree to do this as a storyline and then shit got real.
Right.
Because maybe Shamia went a little too far, or maybe Porsha went a little too far, and then the shit got real. Because a part of me, because again, why are we bringing up the wedding? Girl, y'all done had, between the two of y'all done had 3 babies, a marriage, and a whole divorce. Like, why are we bringing that up at this point? But it makes me wonder, did they say, okay, we're going to bring it up, but then somebody went too far? I don't know. I'm not saying I believe that, but I could see if it went that way.
I think it's real. Shamia was on Watch What Happens Live, fighting back tears. She had a whole moment during commercial break, and then she started crying again when Andy was talking about it. So,
I believe that that's where they are right now. But I'm saying, in the beginning, was it a play up for a storyline that went too far? No, I believe that they absolutely are not friends right now.
I can kind of see that. And I say that because notice how Porsha is always like, it's kind of like she was she plotting against Shamia, like looking for an issue with Shamia. Shamia, why would Shamia say that? Why would Shamia come to me and tell me that? Why would she have Kelly address me at her party? Why would she relay the message or whatever and say what she said to Angela? It just always seemed like she's brewing up an issue with Shamia, like Shamia has some type of ill intent.
So, okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and get into that scene really quick. 'Cause I do have the screenshots here to go ahead and get pulled up. Oh, shit, I forgot about this scene. Do y'all want to talk about this? I mean, ain't nothing really to talk about.
No.
Where's the Terrence wave?
And Mike,
We gotta do the T wave on that one.
oh, thank God.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about them letting their coochies breathe. We don't care.
I didn't realize how thick Mike was. Mike is thick.
We don't care about hearing them letting their coochies breathe. We don't care. We gave it away.
But I will say real quick, Brit is nobody's victim. Did y'all see how she was talking about her sister be playing the victim? And then she went and told Mike the story about Angela and tried to be the victim in the story when she was the one who started the shit.
You know what? Y'all know I love my girl Brit, but this scene was not a good look for her. I did not like it. I do love though that her husband was supportive on her side, but it didn't give all of that.
She never had great scenes, so
she never does.
Well, I mean, look, Angela did say, "I'm married, Brit. You're a whore." That still lives rent free in my mind.
My favorite part, and I recite this in the morning while I brush my teeth. Not as much as yours, with the stretch marks around it. It don't matter what I'm doing. I always stop and say, not as much as yours, with the stretch marks around it.
I ain't never heard that shit before. That is the MVP for real, because I ain't never even heard that before.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been able to quote.
Oh,
and me just sitting here making soup, saying not as much yours with the scratch marks around it. It's iconic.
Dora has plenty of iconic moments.
I thought we dressed up around here. You looking
all real. She got is the Delilah spirit. I think that's all Drew got.
The spirit.
Oh, wait, and don't forget, you got mouths on your mouth, even though it wasn't heard. It was one of those because old girl was doing all that yelling because somebody had to pull it down. She like a mini Porsha. But when she said you got mouths on your mouth, I'm like, God, that hurt my feelings. I was like,
that was rough. That was, I mean,
JoJo, where's your suit? Because I thought it's a classy party over here.
So listen, you wasn't here in the beginning, but I had a really long weekend, and
you had a long life.
Excuse me. I kick you out this stream, okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and move professionally forward.
So not professionally forward.
Listen, we're gonna talk about Porsha and Angela. They meet up, talk about the long story short. It was so funny because what did Angela call Porsha the Sesame Street character or whatever? Because she's like, oh yeah, Big Bird know how to do such and such. She called her something. I forgot.
She described herself as a Power Ranger or something. She looked a fucking fool.
Yeah, she looked hot, and she looked hot as fuck.
And then it was like a thong. I said, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible."
Right.
Then she got all that horse on the top of her head. Dear Jesus, I know her neck's wet, musty.
Right. Okay. So Drew and Porsha meet up for a round of tennis at one of Angela's other properties. I'm surprised we wasn't able to see the inside, but okay. Drew is brought up. Porsha is now upset with Drew that her saying her collaboration with Dennis could help pay for Pilar's college education.
Oh, girl, bad.
Angela takes this moment to tell Porsha about Shamia's concern with their friendship, which lead to Porsha being emotional. Okay, she had to hide the fan. She was
crying. Girl, bad.
Thoughts?
The only thing I wanted to say is obviously Porsha needs a reason to be mad. And I think even though what Drew said was shady, if you peel back what Drew was trying to say, y'all know unless the artist is a writer or producer, have their publishing and all of that, the artists don't make much of nothing off albums and records, but it's a songwriter, the producer, those who have the publishing, the royalties. So what she was saying is if this album pops off like I think it will, all the money that Dennis is going to make off of this could put Pilar through college.
Go ahead, Really B.
I agree 100% with what y'all said, and I feel like all of us understood that except for messy ass motherfucking Shamia. Because Drew was very clear in what she said. And that's what I'm saying, Shamia. You can't throw the rock and hide your hand. You was messy as hell. You carried that bone back incorrectly. And because you was trying to get Porsha activated against Drew.
Mm-hmm.
And now that rock hitting you in your forehead. But go ahead. But I'm with you, y'all. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Bizzy.
Disagree. So,
of course you do.
Disagree.
Of course you do.
Yeah, let's not act like we don't know the people and we don't know the girls. It's what they do in this group, and I feel like I felt like Drew was saying it in the terms of, I mean, to be honest, the way this debate for little Brokey's college, girl. First of all, her college is already paid for. Well, maybe she'll get us some snacks or something. Porsha don't need nothing from you.
She don't, but it was supposed to be a little funny and keep it moving. Not enough to the point where Porsha, even if Drew took it to Porsha, nothing for Porsha to use as an excuse. That could have been something that Shamia said to her, and Porsha be like, "Bitch, please, them records ain't gonna sell a bag of chips," or whatever the case may be, and they keep it moving. But for Porsha to use this as you. And you know she talked about my child, bitch. No, she didn't. Like, I'm just so.
She did not talk about your child,
right?
As a reason to go at somebody when the kid wasn't even spoke about. Like, she ain't say nothing out the way about your daughter. It's such a poor excuse to be mad at somebody. Like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. It's giving. Bitch, I don't need your funds. That's what I'm saying. And whether
you putting 20 on 10, that is not what Porsha. That is not what Drew said at all. And you got me in here defending Drew fucking Sador, Bizzy. I'm a you up.
It's about to get worse tonight. I'm telling y'all. I feel like this is how then what's that girl's name? Angela felt about Porsha when she was like, "Girl, I was just saying something. It was a kiki with my friends. I said she better stop my fucking husband. I was just playing. It wasn't that serious. It's not that serious, but we can go on and agree with Angela. But when somebody's like, okay, well, this I'm about to pay for her college, bitch, I don't need your money.
Apples and oranges, boo.
And I'm
exactly.
I don't think that Drew meant it that way. I thought she
with Porsha when she's like that bitch trying to bring up like I need something from her.
Let the Drew enthusiast.
I honestly, I mean, I don't think that Drew meant it that way. I thought that she meant it sincerely. Like it was a sincere.
And again, I have to agree.
I have to agree with you. Mean it that way. Like I just look. I can go on and on. I'm not even gonna do it.
I'm getting off.
Y'all want to talk to me?
Lord, how much?
Lord, Bizzy, Yvette agrees with Bizzy.
Yeah,
Beth agrees. Bizzy, people agree with you in the chat.
Right.
You just say that. I just want you to just say that you are obsessed with Drew Sador. You wanna, you love her style. You love her personality. If you were, I'm not sure if you're like, if you like girls, but if you were, one of those girlfriend or whatever. But okay, well, you just say that you want her as your girlfriend. Just say that you love some Drew Sador. You got plenty of Drew Sador posters from That's So Raven, the game. All them Drew Sador posters in your closet somewhere. Just say that. Just say that you're a big Drew Sador fan. I know they would have pulled the metrics for that album. Your Spotify would be the first used one. Your Apple account would be on the top list because you're so obsessed with Drew Sador. Just
come on, metrics.
Why you so obsessed with me?
And what's your favorite song on her album?
Oh, it's plenty. What? Hello? I'm listening. There's a couple albums I'm about to listen to. I'm actually going. First of all, I'm actually going to see her in concert. So,
in concert,
room only.
Is it a private? Is it a private?
No, she is going on tour.
She'll be down here at the House of Blues.
It's standing room only. I'm seeing her in concert. Girl, standing room only.
No, it's not standing room only.
You better not move.
Y'all, she's really going on tour. I seen it on Neighborhood Talk or something. Wait, really, B? You said that to us, didn't you?
What?
That Drew's going on tour?
Somebody sent.
I don't know nothing about Drew Sidor going on tour. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, yeah, I did see it though. She is going on tour though.
Who's opening for her, Shamar? Who's opening for Drew?
Shamar.
Shamar is so disrespectful.
You know what? Let's go ahead. I cannot. This is
Oh my God.
This disrespect is just on a whole nother level. Let's just go ahead and move to the next scene.
Not Shamar.
Yeah, I think Drew, it should be on site when you see Bizzy Blue on the streets because he just tried it.
No. To be honest,
you do got a couple of posters.
Me, but Drew ain't doing nothing. She had busted great, but her sister. First of all, I love you now. I love your braids.
Always. I love your braids. Oh, I can't stand.
Shout out to Nims for the super chat. He said Drew ain't got a poster. She got Starshot cards.
Is that? Oh, but nobody's liking Nims.
Y'all cut it out.
It's just different when you say. I mean, Bizzy, it's all your fault. It's just all your fault. We just gonna blame you.
Wait. So Bizzy. So you want for JoJo to attack the guests in his house, even though you asked a question about that? Like, let Mims be Mims. Like, we know you're the contrarian, but come on now, let's not do that.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. I'm just kidding. Okay, so
if nobody attacks you, I will.
Okay, Michael Anthony said, "Thank you for the super check, Michael."
And like I put in the chat, Bully Blue. That's what he is.
Thank you so much. I got $5.
Oh, you talking about him? Oh, because I was like, what I do?
Michael Anthony said, "I'm glad they're seeing the light about Queen Drew."
Admission funds. So thank you so much for the $5 for the Prince admission funds. So please keep those dollars going so that I can go see the Prince museum.
How much more do you need, Bizzy? How much have you raised?
Only $5. We need $85 more.
I got $5 on it. I got $5 on it, so you need $80 more. $80 more. So Bizzy can go to Paisley Park. $80 more.
Paisley Park, yeah.
And hey, Michael Anthony.
Who?
Wait, who's
Michael?
Oh, what's
you have to back up. That's
Bizzy. My niece in the chat said if Candace can go on tour, Drew can go on tour.
Whoa, sorry, we do not live the same lifestyles. Candace versus Drew.
I knew you was gonna say something. I knew it.
Are you a Candace fan?
Album that was for your recommendation.
You know, that's his friend in real life. They went to Howard together.
Oh,
Okay.
You don't need to tell my business. We were in class. I know Candace. Me and Candace.
Because I'm about to say they music are kind of the same, but Drew's is like a 2-3 steps better. But let's go ahead and move on to this Porsha's event scene.
Oh, look at you! You got a nice. Look at y'all giving you a nice donation. Yes,
wow!
I mean, wait. Didn't Bizzy say we supposed to donate? Bizzy said we're supposed to donate. So
are we in the spirit of donating tonight? Oh my goodness!
It was supposed to be to me, but I couldn't understand how you got it.
It's JoJo. Is y'all trying to like? We outdoing each other now.
This is what we doing? Is a spirit of? Ooh, is it concession time? Let me get the organ. Oh. Wow, that's
hey, Brandon Brown, what's good, baby?
I hope y'all
DB, if you only knew DB, because today was like we had a birthday celebrate at work for somebody today. So if you only knew.
If you only knew. Okay. Well, thank you for the super chat, everybody. Let's go ahead and move forward to
everybody.
I'm not everybody, but you all. I'm tired. I'm sorry. If my energy seems low, I'm tired today.
Thank you to y'all. Okay, and thank you to Mims. So, thank you, everybody. Let's move on.
Shut up. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna talk about Porsha's events. I did get some screenshots. First of all, can I just say this real quick? I love this Pamper by Porsha event because it has some nice screenshots. I mean, not screenshot, but some background scenery. It was pretty. Fedor looked great. Rest in peace, Lundy. Rest in peace, Lundy.
Bless no longer with us. What is this? Is this an event space? Who lives there?
It was a beautiful, whatever event space that was a great place.
Actually, I was in here like I wish I could get the details on this because we might have to do our little cast photo shoot there. Go out there and have some photos.
We do. You know what? That might be a nice place to look.
Yeah.
They put the if you go back to the scene, it's there when they when I think one of the ladies walked.
Yeah, they did put the name. They did have the name of it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll look at it.
Yeah,
but
photo.
Porsha had a nice event. Drew, I love Drew, and I will say this: I don't know what Drew had on with that bow. She looked like an anime character, Kitty Mau Mau.
Anime? You thought so? It's giving kit and cat. It's giving
stray cat.
Is that not?
And then
how fine this bar
Brit looked amazing. I love that hair and that lip
Brit
color.
looked like a hoe. She did not look amazing. She looked like
amazing is a stretch. She has on a Fashion Nova outfit. Please be real.
Oh my!
She looked good.
No, cheap. Good and
cheap. Please, Brit titties are sagging. Let's start there.
I ain't gonna say they sagging now. Cut it out.
They sag.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go that far, but she looked like a whore.
They sag.
I thought she looked good.
Child bad.
I thought she
Somebody
looked
write that quote down. I'm not gonna go that far, but she looks like a whore.
Right. They sagging.
They said she was I didn't say that talking about yikes. I didn't say that. T said that.
I said that, and I said it with my whole damn chest. Don't give them that credit. I said that.
All I said was she's wearing a Fashion Nova outfit and she looks good and cheap. That's all I said.
And
she did look good.
That she looked like a whore.
Well, this is a little. Look at Cynthia, y'all eating in the corner. I forgot Cynthia was even at the event.
Baby, Cynthia gonna keep a plate. If it's a plate to be had, Cynthia gonna keep it.
Wait. So who keep a plate more, her or Candy?
That's not even
Candy.
For sure.
Because Candy, not only will Candy keep a plate, but Candy will be mad if she don't eat. Candy get hangry real quick.
I love this concept. I thought it was really, really, really cute. I wonder if the things were made by Porsha using Camera by Porsha cotton. But I thought overall that was it was a really cute event, a really cute idea. I think the team really ate with all of it. I really did think it was really, really cute.
I agree.
But can we give Drew some credit for clocking that tea when she said, so are we doing like a photo shoot? Are we doing a free photo shoot? Like, because I mean, my contract was terminated.
I wouldn't have taken the photo, but that's just me.
Exactly, because let Porsha tell it. It was for them to feel sexy and all this. No, bitch, this is for you to put on your social media, your website, and whatever the hell else. Girl,
which she did post today, by the way. It is posted on her social media today.
She did the hem of the sheets, girl. Can I ask a question? Why do you think we all didn't get a scene of? I'm having this issue with production, as y'all would say. Why did we not get a scene of Porsha deciding that she was going to terminate the contract and not work with her anymore because of all of these issues? And then another scene of Drew understanding that she didn't have her contract and how she feels about this, because I feel like that would help the story along a little bit better as we move towards.
Well, Porsha already kind of did when she had that fake meeting at a couple of weeks ago. She said that she was firing. I mean, she said it.
But Drew, we never got Drew learning that she was let go. She doesn't work with Dennis anymore. Like I feel like we're surfacely getting Drew's business, and I'm not. She's so honest with a capital H as JoJo, and I'm not understanding why we're not getting. I've decided to remove myself from Dennis's label because of the stuff that I'm going through with Porsha. Also, now I just learned that I'm let go of it. She's not telling us anything about her divorce because we can't learn anything. And now this stuff we're just not getting enough information on.
I agree.
They might have filmed it and just decided to scrap it because they do film a lot more stuff than they show us. So, but I see your point though. I see your point.
Okay, y'all go ahead.
Part of what really be said, I'm more than sure they filmed it, but we know production likes to protect Porsha, especially after her shenanigans on her own show, picking up a boomstick, trying to fight somebody, mom and whatnot. Porsha they probably filmed it. Porsha probably became unhinged, and they probably just chose to not use it to protect Porsha. My opinion.
Gotcha. Okay.
So are we gonna learn that she got back in bed with Dennis because he's been on this press tour with her, right?
Yeah, he has.
So I don't work with her anymore. You scared her off. All of this stuff that he's saying. I hope they showcase the fact that she's a liar. JoJo.
We already know she's a liar.
Who, Drew?
All of them.
What? No, all of them. Drew. We put a name.
No, listen, if Drew is a liar, then they all lie.
Working with her, him anymore, but he's been going on press tours with her. What do you have to say about that, JoJo?
Let's go ahead and get into the this scene. Let's get it. But let's really go ahead and get into the scene. So, the girls are here. Porsha is here to promote her bed sheet line, and she's not really feeling Drew at the moment, but invites her anyway. So, Kelly sees that, Kelly just like, I don't know what's going on. They're doing a meditation exercise. Shamia don't feel like doing it. Kelly tell her that Angela repeated everything because they had like a private conversation, and she said that Angela repeated everything she said back to Porsha. So Kelly later put them on the spot and encouraged them to talk it out, have a open conversation and talk it out. And it seems like Shamia just feel like that she isn't allowed to shine as bright as Porsha. So this irritates Shamia. And she insists that she can speak for herself. So Porsha tells her sister Lauren to make her feel like it makes her feel like crap when people say that she is purposely holding Shamia back, and this has never been her intention. So Shamia said that she's never bad about her friends behind their back. She always defends Porsha to other people, but she doesn't think it's reciprocated. So Angela says it just seems like Shamia is afraid to say how she feels. Any commentary on this?
I just don't understand how Shamia became the victim when you were the one that went and was telling Angela and Drew how you felt about Porsha. And I mean, granted, people can get mad at Angela for repeating it and carrying a bone, but girl, it's Housewives. You knew what was gonna happen. So I don't understand how Shamia could sit there and be like, I don't let people talk trash about my friends, but it's not reciprocated. Girl, you literally talk trash about Porsha.
That's
right,
what I
to
said.
newbies on the show.
That's what I said when she was doing all of that. I said, Shamia, you literally went and talked to Angela about Porsha. And then on top of that, she was mad because, you're talking to a newbie about me. And you talk to the same newbie that you too used to have beef with, that you went in on at the Balmain event. And then y'all just got into it here recently. So, yeah. After you confided in her after the Balmain incident. So be mad because y'all did the same thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't understand how Shamia, girl, you're not the victim.
Yeah, it's an ugly play out between these two ladies. And then as also, Porsha addresses her absence from Shamia wedding because it was brought up.
I was trying to stay quiet, but she is the victim. I don't respectfully. Only to Sakina. I don't understand how there's no she is the victim. Now, sharing your experience and sharing your story and somebody taking that back and bringing it up or whatever, that does not negate the fact that you are a victim. Like Cassie is the victim. Now, whether or not she shared and do all this stuff, people are like, well, you brought it up and you told people, girl.
We are not getting ready to compare this to Cassie.
That's extreme. But what I'm saying is a person who's been harmed sharing their frustrations or their experience does not make them a victim anymore because they talked about it. This is the problems that I'm having, and this is why I'm saddened. That does not make you not a victim anymore because you brought it up. You can share what your problem is, and that does not make you not a victim anymore because you shared it.
Bizzy, I think you should stop using the word victim because
y'all using victim.
I think you should stop using the word victim when it comes down to this. At the end of the day,
like I'm only using y'all language. Really, B says she's not the victim. When did she become the victim?
Well,
okay, let her finish what she's saying because maybe you'll understand if you let her finish.
I just feel like the word is just very intense for this situation. And I know we all say, you're not a victim. We get that, but Shamia's not a victim.
So I can't say victim, but you can say victim.
No, I'm saying she's not a victim because you use the word victim. I feel like she is choosing to continuously put her best foot forward for Porsha, and it's not not getting the results that she wants. So at a certain point, you're no longer a victim or this wounded deer. You're just, as I described her in my review, as a glutton for punishment. Like, I don't know you're a people pleaser, but it's like, how much pleasing can you do for somebody who just don't see it for you, to a degree? So it's just like, girl, you're not a forever victim in this situation. You're choosing this. You're choosing this shit the same way a girl chooses to stick around with her cheating ass man. And it's like, girl, I don't want to keep hearing this. You the one who sticks around. Remember in that same when she went to go visit, when they did the sit down with Ralph. In her confessional, she said, Porsha didn't put me up to this. I did it myself. Even when they brought up where Shamia and Drew's relationship stands, and they brought up Angela, and Porsha was like, no, Angela wanted you to take accountability for what you laugh at and what you choose to participate in. Porsha didn't have her back to the point where Shamia was pissed off. But you keep volunteering your services. Like, you keep putting yourself in this stupid ass cycle. You're not a victim. You're not. Now, has Porsha done you wrong? Absolutely. But the word victim is just a little too strong for this situation for me.
You know what? First of all, you ate that. She did. I ate that. She ate that. I agree. She is something though. So victim being I see that she was a willing participant in the actions between her and Porsha. But I feel like that doesn't negate the fact that she still did experience these things. Even though
that's what I said.
A willing participant in all of this stuff. She was a willing participant. So I do now hear why you say she's not a victim. She has been harmed. And I think that it's okay for her to share the harm that was done against her. Victim? No. She gave me a class. She read me my Miranda rights. So I agree with you on that. But I don't think it's inappropriate to share her harm. Somebody said, T, and T, what's going on?
Y'all go ahead.
All right, y'all. Please don't throw no coconuts at me, but I'm finna somewhat come to Bizzy's defense and Shamia's. And just. I know, right? I had to sit and think about it. I understand how we got here. And I just wish Shamia would have said it because y'all remember she and Angela, got into it, right? And then Olive Branch, right? And we even know that Angela had brought up the whole Porsha dissing the song thing. So I'm thinking the only reason that Shamia may have divulged, now I can't speak for her talking to Kelly, but may have divulged with Angela is they were talking about the song and how, damn, your friend didn't support you, and it may have went down that road of, because she didn't support me when I got married, and then it could have been that.
I could see that. I could see it happening like that. I could definitely see I could see it being like that. I could definitely see that.
And the thing is, like, I understand exactly where Shamia is coming from in the way that she feels. So I know earlier in the panel, y'all did say, why are they still talking about the wedding? And I thought that too. Like, it probably was just a thing where they had, you know, a conversation that just went well, and Shamia just, you know, kind of, I guess, word bomb it without, you know, she just got comfortable and just went down the storyline of, you know, their track record. But what made the situation bad was the fact that Shamia is now trying to play in Angela's face, and she thought that they were, you know, actually forming a real friendship. But here you are yet again playing in this woman's face. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, since y'all want to play with me, the both of y'all want to play with me, I'm about to air out y'all business.
No, it was the night they went to the studio. Somebody said it was the night of the bank event. It wasn't. It was the night. It was when they went to when we saw them at the studio. They went out to eat after that, and that's when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in my opinion, I think that brings a good show because, I mean, let's keep it real. These two women been had issues underboiling for a long time. So with Angela bringing it up like that, messy as hell. But listen, they need to talk about something because how long are we gonna keep hearing about Porsha versus Drew? How long?
I hope this really shifts the conversation because I'm so tired of it. And I'm tired of Porsha talking about Drew, but never wants to talk to Drew about Drew. Like, you've talked to Ralph, Dennis, your mama, your sister, whoever else.
And it's like she's trying to compensate for the lack of the storyline. So she's picking everything else in the cast to try to just get something going because she has nothing else to talk about.
And if you're gonna talk about it, talk to Drew about it, or leave us the hell alone. I don't want to talk about this no more.
And honestly, that's why a part of me, and I'm not saying I 100% feel this way, but that's why a part of me is sort of like, was this a setup? Because it's what the fans want to hear them talk about. Like, for people like us who've been watching Housewives, we remember Shamia not going to Porsha's wedding, and none of us believed Porsha's bullshit ass story. So it's almost like, okay, y'all know, you know what the fans want. The fans want us to talk about this, and this. But like I said, I think it's almost like we're gonna play fight, and at some point, one of them punches is gonna hit a little too hard, and now we fighting for real. And I really almost, a part of me really feels like that's where this started. Like, this started as a fake argument, a storyline, because this is what the fans want to see. The fans want to see us talk about all of this shit. But then real feelings started coming out, and then it was like, oh, wait a minute. But I could be wrong. But I mean, because after the way I saw how everything went last night, I started thinking, wait a minute. You know what I mean? It started making me think that, but you know.
I actually agree, and I hate that this happens to my brain because I don't want to I don't want to think like this. But I also thought of really be when I was watching the episode when the conversation started being brought up. I feel like, okay, we can only stay on Drew for so long, girl. We can't do this the whole season. So let's talk about our issues and our ribs. I think that where some of the realness started to come in, and I don't know if you all watched the Watch What Happens Live, not Watch What Happens Live, sorry, the after show.
Yes.
The editing on this after show was really peculiar to me. Who talked about some things, who didn't talk about other things, what people shared. It was very, if you haven't watched those two episodes, it was very interesting. I felt like when Porsha started talking and saying that, well, we weren't talking at that time, I think it threw off Shamia. Because I thought we already knew why you couldn't come. This is so wait a second. Is this the truth?
That's what she said on Watch What Happens Live. Shamia said she had no idea that they was beefing around the time of her wedding.
Because she was talking about leg compressions that she couldn't go for that long and flying. Now it's 3 stories, I think.
Which we knew was bullshit when she said it, because if you can't fly coach, then either you were trying to get Shamia to upgrade your ticket, or girl, upgrade yourself, because it's not that like that's not a reason to miss your best friend's wedding. Upgrade yourself to fucking business class. Sorry, not sorry.
Talking to her, I think it was a created storyline that became real. And I think both of them were not, and I hate to think about it like this, because I don't like to watch TV like this. I want to feel like everybody's giving me their authentic selves. But I think it was a created narrative that became real, where it was like, well, hold up, that's not what we practice. So you trying to say we wasn't friends? Girl, I didn't think we were friends. And then Porsha was able to explain, well, girl, no, we weren't. So now there are real reasons behind this. I thought we was just acting. And now you have reasons for this excuse, so maybe you truly feel this way. And I feel like now Shamia's thinking to herself, which I don't understand why people are upset about it. I started talking about these things that were, oh, you know what? Now that I'm talking out loud, maybe that's why she said it to the other girls, because thinking the way Willie B thinks, maybe they both decided, we're going to come up with this argument. So you first go talk to the girls about how you mad at me. And that's why she divulged this information.
Got you. Y'all, we coming to you. Just wanted to kind of shout out this super chat. Thank you, Immaterial Boy, for the $1.99 super chat. He said it's kind of like Cynthia and Nene in season 6.
I don't know. A real breakdown. I don't think Nene played up or played down anything. I think she's a crazy ass bitch. And I don't think she played up or played down anything. Cynthia.
Excuse me.
This one gives more. I'm leaning towards what really be said. It's giving more. They did this collectively.
Go ahead, Yabo.
Go ahead, Yabo.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I wish Shamia would have said in that second. So you had circulation issues and all of that, and you couldn't come to my wedding, but you'd have been to Africa how many times with your soon-to-be ex-husband?
Dragger.
You was going to all them. I'm just saying, like, because those are yeah, I'm not gonna give it too much because I really don't fucking care. Because again, if you went this long without expressing your true feelings, it's kind of hard for me to feel sad for you. Because and I get the people pleasing of it all, but that just lets me know that you just don't have a backbone and you willing for somebody to shit on the platter, throw sprinkles on to tell you a soft serve, and you gonna sit there and eat it. So if she want to do it, that's her.
But see, that's why when they got into all of that, like I said in my review, all I got for it is this. It's every damn thing that y'all run around here talking about. I don't give a shit. All right? I'm sick of y'all sitting over here trying to make excuses for this stupid shit because it's dumb. It's like I say, when a bitch is not your friend. And Shamia knew well before the wedding came, well before, like, she knew way back when that bullshit happened between her the first time when she went and had Phaedra's back over hers. She knew that way back since then. So I'm not sitting here coming up with all these damn excuses and oh my God, this, that thing, and the other. No, I don't want to hear about it. It is what it is, Shamia. And you really finna fit in there because Frick finna bring her ass back here. Now you really finna get it.
I'm about to say,
like, she don't need you now. She got Faye back. And now you really gonna smell what Porsha ass is cooking. And I don't feel bad for you. Don't come crying to me. I do not care.
Not the Rock.
Can I ask you a question?
Not the Rock. It smell what the Porsha is cooking.
I understand. See, have y'all never had a friend? Are you naked? Oh, sorry. Have y'all never had a friend where y'all like? I know they're going through things. I'm doing my best. Some parts of me does feel like this is authentically Shamia. Like, she's probably been trying to be a good friend to her this whole time. And maybe it lasted a little bit too long. I know I've been in friendships. Definitely not anymore. But I used to be in friendships where I overstayed my welcome. Like, this person was not my friend. And as much as I tried to prove myself and do things, like, I started to learn more and more. This is not about me. It's about them. And yeah, Porsha, I really do feel like Porsha cried and was sad. Because the person she used to manipulate is now she's learning. Do you not feel like there's any authenticity in any of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same token, I just don't care. Like, because you let it go on for so long, so why should I care? And we've all been seeing it for so long, so why should we care? We've been telling you this. I know she's been watching the reviews, and the people been telling her this shit for years now. So again, this is nothing that she's never heard.
Neighborhood talk.
Like, this is nothing that she's never heard. I'm on the show. She got family members that told her that bitch ain't your friend. Stop being around her. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people like Shamia, and a lot of people that I know be having people in their it like, girl, why is you wasting your time? She not your friend.
That's deep. That's deep.
And then now here we are, and now we get a point where, girl, we really don't care. We've been told you that bitch won't shit.
I think y'all had his hand up. Go ahead, y'all.
I did, and I was just gonna. I'm gonna keep echoing this because it holds true in a lot of things. But we have to remember that we can't expect us out of other people. So just because Shamia shows up a certain way for Porsha, it's nice to expect that in return, but you can't expect what you would do, like for somebody to do how you do them. You just can't.
Right. Thank you, Cajun. Her ass Diane said that about Shamia.
Oh,
she got up here and tried to talk about Shamia like a dog, or try to act like Shamia won't this, Shamia won't that, yada yada yada. This thing. Do you see what I'm saying, Porsha? Shamia, girl, get out my face. Like I don't. Her ass Diane. She is the corner that all of the hoes stand on, and she up here.
Oh shit! Oh damn! Not the corner that all the hoes. All right. Well, I think we've come to the end of this road.
Yeah, we done came to the end of it because I still got a lot more smoke for her when she said that. Even though I'm mad at Shamia right now, I still didn't appreciate that. You got big damn nerve.
Well, y'all, I just want to say, because I'm pretty sure I got the mother right. I'm waiting for Mammy Superior to come back on the screen so Tara can give us a whole.
Speaking of Mammy Superior, this is the time where your daughter needs you the most. I ain't seen you yet.
It's coming out next week.
Oh, well, good, because I ain't seen her ass. So fine. I'm glad. About damn time, Mammy Superior. Where the hell you been at? You coming in about damn time. You should have been here.
Right.
See in the previews for next
Yeah,
week.
I'm so sorry. I just want to apologize ahead of time. I skipped the whole scene with Drew talking with her life coach.
We don't give a damn.
We don't care, child.
Well,
We really
I
don't
have
care.
something to say.
All right, well, go ahead. Tell us what you want to say about Drew.
We got to the end of the video. First of all,
y'all, let me tell you. First of all, y'all, I just want to apologize if my energy seemed low. It is. I'm exhausted. I'm currently working on a film project, and I had literally a 12-hour day, so my ass is exhausted, and I had to go to my main 9-to-5 job, so I'm tired. But I just want to say that Drew Sidor is, I just felt so bad for her. Like, where would these girls be if it was not for Drew?
Oh, child, please.
I know you ain't just hijacked that bullshit.
Which ones?
All of them. I mean, Drew Sidor is such that girl. She's making waves in Basketball Wives. She's a part of Lo Ming and Tai Young.
Your husband?
Tai
Well, if Drew is such that girl, why did the court documents say that she had to get on unemployment? And I'm just asking because she sings, she's an actress, it's Tubi movies out the ass, it's Netflix and Prime movies out the ass. She could get on somebody's Lifetime movie network. She could get on the damn BET film. She could go to Tyler Perry on Molded Show. He could squeeze her ass into a damn play or something. Like, I'm just asking. If you saying she that girl like that, then how did she end up on?
So let me ask you this question too. Where did you get these receipts from? Did you get them from an actual court document, or she got?
They said that she had to apply for.
Yes, sir. I have the court documents. If you want me to send them to you.
That's what it said, JoJo. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just saying. I mean, if you saying she that bitch, then I don't know too many that's waiting in the welfare line. Just standing in the child line. I don't know.
We have to start respecting our actresses nowadays. We have to start respecting Hollywood royalty. Okay, Drew is a star. She is a legendary actress. She done a lot in her career. Excuse me.
Is she SAG?
Yes, she all that.
She all that. She all that. Okay. You're lucky that I wasn't here because I wanted to talk about this in the beginning of this video. And I was at a reception.
Listen.
About this in the beginning. What are your thoughts about all of the stuff that's been released? Her broke ass.
Drew's not broke. Let me tell you something. 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy, and he was never broke. He had to just file. He's a millionaire. You know, he had to file for bankruptcy. Just because it looked like that on paper doesn't mean she might not have like a couple of $1,000 stashed up in one of her Louis Vuitton purses or something in the closet.
Michael, that's fine.
You paid for her. While we out down here down to the internet and she's doing movies, you paid for her. No, actually, Sakina did because Sakina lived there. So y'all paid for her, girl. How you feel about that? Her broke ass.
Michael, she is far. Y'all gonna have to stop the lies. She's far from broke. Okay,
Michael, that's fine, and Nitwit, that's fine too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is, don't say you that bitch. That's all I'm saying. Don't say you that bitch. And you get an unemployment check. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your point. Just don't say you that bitch.
Is being mentioned. Her name is mentioned more than Donald Trump. Okay, if your name is being mentioned on every episode, all day, every day, you are that girl. This woman's name is mentioned more than a congresswoman or a politician. They stay having Drew name in her mouth. She's that girl. She's in charge of the girl. This is Drew's show. You have Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, Drew Sidora on a Mount Rushmore of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
On that note, wrap this shit up. No, ma'am. No, I'm not.
But you know what? But that's
no,
fine
I'm not.
Well,
y'all acting like I said it was something wrong with her being on unemployment. I ain't said it was nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is don't say you that bitch. That's all.
Well, this is too much and my blood pressure is getting high. So let's go ahead and end this live. We're gonna go ahead and clear and let everybody I'm just kidding. We're gonna go ahead and clear everybody go around the room to say what they got going on. Simply
you want to start and say what Drew has going on outside of the show?
A lot. Do I need to screen share and pull up the receipts? Do I need to pull up the
Absolutely not.
Baby girl, in this moment of time, if you got the receipts, what is she doing currently? Let the girl. Tammy Roman is even doing that fake ass investigation.
No, because y'all gonna have to stop playing on Drew's top. Okay. I have I am DB pulled up right now.
And what is she doing currently?
So she has actually 5 upcoming projects.
She's has 5 upcoming projects.
Yeah, she's filming a film called Demon's Revenge, Run, End Zone, Mind Your Business. She was just in Carrie, the movie, not too long last year. What were
the roles?
Huh?
Let us know if there were extras or if she was a.
It says adopted.
Wow.
He's not lying. Look, I had to go check myself. She definitely got 5 pending.
Y'all gonna have to. This woman was in 50 movies. Like y'all have to stop playing on
Listen,
her.
but she should have made $1 million alone off of the past, considering it depicted her real damn life. So I mean.
She got a show on balance that's about to come out.
Why can't she just buy a new house for her and her kids?
You know what? We'll be here. I'll be here all night arguing with y'all. Okay. I'm on really beat time. I'm tired. We going home. Sakina, what you got going on your channel?
So I have the latest episode of Housewives of Atlanta. My review is up currently. I will be doing Miami next month. I'm ready for Ready to Love to come back on. I miss them. But outside of that, those are the two. I might post a little something during this week. I don't know. Stay tuned. Keep your notifications on. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
Oh, my bad. So, of course, Atlanta. We have the final episode of Raising Kanan for this season on Friday. Love After Lockup. The Never Ever Meets with Shade in the City and Beyond the Gates with JB. On Saturdays, we do that. And I'm getting ready to do a retro series where I will be going back to the beginning of Living Single, and I will be reviewing Living Single while I'm reviewing the podcast, Erica Alexander and Kim Cole's podcast, where they kind of give the behind the scenes episode by episode of Living Single. So that's kind of what we have new going on over there, child.
Love it. I love it. Go ahead, Bizzy.
Remarks complete.
Where is your review at? Like, why haven't you put out no reviews? Your review, you ain't put no review out for last week, did you?
Oh, but you know what? When I said that, y'all was like, just leave it. Didn't really be said stop snitching.
Oh, that's snitching? That's snitching?
That's what really be said. Why you snitching?
Oh, I didn't know that was snitching. I was curious. I was legitimately curious because I was looking for it.
I have some blogs that are going to be coming out. Those are for members only, and then I have 2 reviews that I need to put up. But I'm going to be traveling a lot this week and next week, so hopefully I can attend all of these. I actually put my time in for this, but I decided to come because I love them so much.
We love you too, Disney.
Yes.
We talk about them other folks.
We're all a family.
We're a fan. Oh, yeah. And the Teacher Project 2.0. I got to remember to say that. That's the podcast I do with El Teddy.
They remind you every time in the comments. Rest assured.
I know. And I love y'all for it. I do. I love y'all for it.
And I also have some other videos coming up. We're also doing like a retro, y'all remember when series.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is they took my last video down because I was streaming too much of like original Peacock content. So I'm going to just narrow it down so I can still continue to do that. So that's everything I have.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Remarks complete.
Okay.
Y'all's review was 6 minutes.
It was almost 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
T, go ahead.
Damn, the Celtics lost.
I know.
Not the Celtics.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm a Celtics fan. Don't do that. Don't do
Y'all
that.
be okay.
Anyway, no, we was not.
We
We down 3-1 to the Knickerbockers. Are you crazy?
I'm Team Rocket. We Team Rockets over here. Hey,
Anyway, what I got? Because that ruined my night.
Name me 3 players on the Rockets, Josiah.
Really? I'll be watching basketball.
Name me 3 players on the Rockets without Googling it.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Without Googling it.
Jalen Green.
Come on.
Jalen Green. What's the other they all light skinned.
Goodbye. They all light skinned.
What in the Potomac is this?
What I got? I got Basketball Wives. Love After Lockup for the second channel.
Damian Lillard. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's good this season.
It just started, but they say it is. We'll see.
Okay, maybe I'll tune in.
What else I got? The Never Ever Mets, Love and Marriage Detroit for whatever reason. This show, Bravo's Love Hotel. Shout out to 2 of the dudes that's up there. 2 of the Caucasian men came up in the comments and said that they liked the video. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, the white about T getting the white men's.
Ain't that nice?
You moving up,
ain't it? I have the Chaser panel plus this panel. Plus the Basketball Wives panel. If an episode is good enough for us to talk about, that's when y'all will see us. So, be on the lookout for that.
Somebody said DEI Terrence.
Okay, awesome. So for me, you guys, like I said,
DEI Terrence. I love that for you.
wow. I'm working on a project. Personally, in my real life, I'm working on a project, but then I was able to kind of catch up the past few days. So I'm working on a podcast with Scotty called Bestie Chat, coming out there to Atlanta to film soon.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yes, I'm also working on a script for my live, Josiah Night Live. It's like a live show that I'll be doing every Saturday, and then also trying to bring game night back. And then of course you get your regular hot topic videos during a week.
Oh, game night used to be fun.
Yes, somebody said that in the comments.
I've never been invited to a game night.
Well, you'll be invited this go around.
Okay.
Casey, what the hell are you talking about? Who is Bob Newhart?
You don't know Bob Newhart?
No, what's
No,
that?
I don't either.
The Knickerbockers are garbage, and y'all need to stop spamming them in the chat. Okay, the Knickerbockers
Well,
are
first of all,
complete garbage.
Cajun is doing what Cajun does. But Bob Newhart, he was an actor, like comedian. He had the Bob Newhart show back in the day.
No, I don't know that.
We don't know him. We never heard of him.
No.
Well, I did. I'm old enough that I grew up. I remember watching the Bob Newhart show.
That is true. You're older than me. You are older than my oldest brother.
But that's funny. But guys, well, thank y'all so much for watching. Look, I know we're supposed to do MVP of the week, but I'm tired. So
It's Angela. Angela's the MVP.
It's definitely Angela. Who showed their ass tonight? Out of all of us, I don't know.
well, you know, I have the same answer. Drew Sidora, so
And then Josiah, when are you getting your hair done? The people want to know in the comments.
tomorrow.
Okay. Nobody in the comments asked that question. Moving right along.
There were a couple of people who asked that. They were regularly commenting.
Nobody asked that question.
You so shady, bitch. Bye. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Get some rest, everybody.